Employees at some Arkansas businesses could lose their jobs for not getting the COVID-19 vaccine. And as the deadline for them to get vaccinated is quickly approaching, some lawmakers are looking at protecting those employees. 5 News reporter Micah Wilson joins us live in Rogers with more about this. And Micah, the deadline for those employees there to be fully vaccinated at Mercy Hospital in Rogers is today, right?
Yeah, Erica, and I spoke with Mercy. They tell me that the majority of their employees are vaccinated. However, there's still a small percentage of employers who are not vaccinated, and they will face a 28-day suspension. And that's why some lawmakers at the state capitol are creating ways for them to opt out of taking the COVID-19 vaccine, but still keep their job.
I think it's important because the federal government has overreached into the private sector, both on the employee side and on the employer side.
Senator Hammer is slamming President Joe Biden's vaccine mandate for businesses with 100 employees or more to get vaccinated. But a committee bill in the Senate is looking to fight that.
In order for employees who do not want to be vaccinated to have the ability to still maintain a safe working environment, but not necessarily have received the vaccine.
A Senate committee is looking at options to opt out, such as employees providing a weekly negative COVID test or proving to their employers that they have natural antibodies from COVID. They're also looking at requiring the state to give terminated employees unemployment benefits, something the State Chamber of Commerce says does not apply here.
Unemployment is for people who, through no fault of their own, lose their job because a company loses a customer or goes out of business.
Randy Zook with the State Chamber of Commerce says those fired for not getting the COVID-19 vaccine should not be able to get unemployment benefits.
This is an employee deciding not to comply with reasonable requirements by the business to protect their other employees as well as customers.
But Senator Hammer is looking to get this bill passed out of committee and onto the governor's desk as soon as possible, saying it's the right thing to do and won't cost the state.
No tax increase, and there's actually built into the unemployment trust fund a buffer that employers pay into right now that would be kind of like a reserve.
And Zook says this is something the state should not allow because it ultimately falls back on the employer, saying they're the ones who have to pay the employees those unemployment benefits. We're live in Rogers covering news where you live. Mike Wilson, 5 News.
All right, Micah, thanks. Other businesses approaching that vaccine deadline for employees include Walmart, Tyson, and Washington Regional.
It is an exciting